1,042 blocks by using the manual saws and the electric saws. You see here on the left the blocks by cranes.
So first you're saying that the temple is underground, like under the water.
No, before the water came.
Before the water
During
came.
building the dam, yes. Before
okay.
before Lake Nasser.
I thought it was further like under the water.
No.
So
They had to start with Abu Simbel because this temple is the biggest one in the whole world, which was completely cut into the mountain.
yeah.
So if the water entered the inside, it would be a bigger problem to save it. So they had to start with Abu Simbel before the water came up. The last one to be saved was Philae Temple, because it was already flooded because of the low dam.
Yeah.
That's why UNESCO left it to the end of the campaign. So the water didn't enter this temple. Okay, each block has been given a number, direction, and then stored on a platform till the top of the mountain was smoothed for constructing the blocks once again. They construct the blocks once again by using the steel bars and resin in between, like glue. But after they had finished the reconstruction of the walls and the ceiling of the temple up here, the temple looked as if it was built and not cut into the mountain. That's why they decided to build a concrete dome over the temple to bear that fake mountain. So what you see is a fake mountain, is hollow inside, like Disneyland. You see the temple itself is just 10 meters high. The dome is 27 meters high, so there are 17 meters hollow in between. What you see outside is the real face rocks of the old mountains. They all are stuck in here. So everything you're gonna see are the real rocks. Cement, concrete are invisible. They are in between. The construction cost $36 million, paid by Egypt, USA, and UNESCO. The site was flat before moving there. Everything you see was moved, even me. I used to be in the land. Okay, the two temples here were built by Ramesses II, the third king of the 19th dynasty from the new kingdom. Ramses ruled Egypt for about 67 years and was about 97 years old when he died. He lived for a long time because he had at least 34 wives.
34? I thought
Yes,
200.
that's why he got wives. That's why he got longer life.
More one than
But
longer life.
not anymore. Okay. Why did Ramses build this huge temple away from Luxor, the capital of Egypt, during that time? Actually, for three reasons. The primary one that Ramses wanted to be a god during his lifetime, and that was unusual. The ancient Egyptians considered the king as a semi-god, as a half-god during his life, and he would be a god after his death.
Is Ramses relevant the Musa situation? Is
Yeah,
it
some
this-
scholars say that, but we don't have a proof.
Okay.
We don't have real proof. Okay? Because it's very close to him. Very simple. So, he want to be a god, so to be a god. And when you say I'm a god, he considered himself as a god. It's a three gods of Egypt. Amun, Ra, and Re. This is why you're going to see for the first and the last time the temple was dedicated to 4 gods. That one is to Azure. He himself as a god by the people and the princes. God besides the main god. Amun, Ra, and Re. So you see, for the first time, a temple was dedicated to 4 gods, not 1 or 2 as usual. Amun, Ra, Ptah, and Ramesses himself as a god. Moreover, this area from Aswan to inside Sudan is called Nubia. Nubia in hieroglyphs means gold. This area was part of Nubia. Nubia, famous for gold mines, that's why we call it the land of gold. And all the kings were very keen to put Nubia under their control to get the gold. Moreover, Ramses wanted to protect the borders of the Egyptian empire. These were the 3 reasons for building this temple away from Luxor, the capital of Egypt, during that time. The facade there is 33 meters high, decorated with 4 colossal statues representing Ramesses. They all him in different ages. You see from left to right when he was young, he's still happy, smiling like you, still young. You see the last one is serious, sad like me. Yes.
Yeah, they have.
Each statue is 20 meters
So
high.
you say 4 God, right? Shouldn't
No.
each represent one God?
No. He's still a king. He wanted to be a god. He believed himself so much time to be a god at the end of the temple. The four gods we see them at the end of the temple. But all these are Ramesses. Okay, each statue is 20 meters high. Second one, broken one, was falling down in hand quake in 27 BC. More than 2,050 years ago. The statue was crashed into small pieces. There were only 3 blocks from on the ground down there. Okay, see those pieces?
You're
in a hurry.
Their wife, his wife and daughters.
Yes, eldest ones. The little ones is right, the son on the left. From the first one, his daughter Bennett in it. His daughter Niptawi. The third one is unknown daughter. There's no name there, but we guess that she was one of his daughters. Then his mother Toya. That one between the legs of the broken statue is Qa'im Asad. He's supposed to be his eldest son. He's supposed to be his successor, but he died for his father. So the one who ascends the throne was his son Merimpita, his son number 13. First 12 died during his lifetime because they lived for a long time. Then Nefertiti twice on both sides of the door. That one above the door for sun god Ra. He was always depicted with the falcon head carrying the sun disk above his head. The falcon god Horus associated with Ra.
the greatest
Sun god.
sun god.
But Horus is associated with Ra, making this form of sun god Ra. He's the sun god as the sunrise. We call it god of the rising sun. His name is Ra-Hor Akhti. In hieroglyphs, Ra means the sun god, Hor means Horus, Akhti means horizon. So his name Ra-Hor Akhti means Ra and Horus in the horizon. On both sides of him, we see Ram's offers to him. At the very top, you're going to see a row of 22 baboons, monkeys. The ancient Egyptians considered the baboon as a sacred animal because the baboon was the first animal to wake up early to celebrate the sunrise by making sound and dancing. The ancient Egyptians believed that the baboons like that, they were praying to the sun god Ra. That's why they committed this.
These ones are monkey? Okay.
Yes, monkey at the top, this freeze.
This one's right?
Yes, sitting on the back legs, pray to the sun god at the sunrise.
So there's no lotus flower? Is there any lotus flower there?
What do you say?
Lotus flower, lotus.
No, papyrus, we have papyrus.
When we were in Philia Temple yesterday,
But here we see
there was so
papyrus.
many lotus.
Inside. This is inside, guys. You would like to have a seat? You like stand?
No, it's nice. No, I just wanted to see the bamboo, the monkey.
So the temple is not like this. This is what we're going to see inside. It has 3 halls. First one was open for the public as usual. Okay, we call it the first hypostyle hall. In the other temples, if you remember, in Luxor and Philae temples, this hall is always open courtyard. But as this temple was cut into the mountain, okay, it must have a ceiling. That's why they're imitating the sky here. You see the vulture with its wings, and behind the stage you're going to see some marks of the stars. So they are imitating the sky because this hall is supposed to be open to the sky. These statues are Ramesses, 8 times, 4 on each side, very early selfies, stone selfies. They liked himself so much. The only difference is the crown. On the north is wearing double crown, red and white, for Upper and Lower Egypt, north and south. On the south side is always wearing the white one of the south, because this temple was built here in the south. Ramses here considered himself as a god gradually. First, he wanted to reflect his power for the public. So since the sides this whole are fighting and scenes, war scenes, depicting Ramesses as a great fighter, as a good warrior. Because the south to the left, you're going to see 3 scenes from 3 different battles. First scene from east, from Syria, Battle of Kadesh in Syria. Ramses conducted many campaigns, but the most important one was the Battle of Kadesh against the Hittites. The Hittite Empire was a big empire in Turkey and Syria. Ramses had fought them for 17 years, and for that war, he had to move the capital from Luxor, from south to the very north, to the delta east, to be close to Syria. He ruled from Luxor only for 5 years. At the end of that war, he informed us, he recorded here in Luxor temple that he was a winner. And the king of the Hittites told his people, seemed that he was a winner. But actually, no one of them won that war. It was a peace treaty in the ancient history. Yes, and according to that treaty, Ramses had married one of the daughters of the king of the Hittites. To confirm this, he had to marry one of his daughters. He married one of the daughters. He was very clever in that. This famous chariot, you have seen it? Have you been to Luxor or not yet? No. You're gonna see him. You're gonna see this scenes here and here. A famous scene, the chariot from Kadesh. Ramses shooting arrows against the Hittite fortress. Look at him. He has 2 arms, 2 crowns. In that very Rams informed us that he asked God Ammon, king of gods, for help. So he wants to tell the public, look at me, I'm not alone. God Ammon is with me. It is a step to be a god at the end of the temple. Next scene, Rams hears fighting two Libyans from west. So first scene from east Syria. Second one from west Libya. Same is trampling on a fallen enemy and thrusting his spear into another. The third and last scene from Nubia and Africa south. How do you know that it's coming from south? You see the line. Egypt had no lines. And the prisoners are Africans with a dark skin. That means that Ramses had defeated all his enemies, east, Syria, Libya, west, and Nubia south. All these scenes are on the south, to the left. Above north, to the north, you're going to see more details about Battle of Kadesh.